What is up, guys? RSC6414 here, back with another video, this time reviewing WWE Battleground 2014 pay-per-view. Pay-per-view was not very good. It was a little bit better than last year's, which isn't saying shit, because last year's pay-per-view sucked total ass. It was awful. This pay-per-view wasn't that good either. I need to be negative, and I'm really not. I generally give decent positive reviews. I don't like giving negative, but this pay-per-view really sucked, I have to say. I was disappointed with the card. It was a good card, but didn't deliver worth crap. First thing we had, Adam Rose versus Fandango. This match was piss poor. Adam Rose, we've seen it on Raw, main event. It seems like every show they've had, we've seen it. Adam Rose wins with the party foul for the 1, 2, 3. I give this match half a star out of 5. It was god-awful. Next match, Cameron versus Naomi. Two former partners of the Funkadactyls going at it on the pre-show. This match wasn't terrible. It wasn't good either. It just was whatever. I didn't really care about it, to be honest. Cameron rolled Naomi up, held the tights for the 1, 2, 3. Cameron picks up the win over Naomi. That's a huge win for Cameron. To be honest, I'm not a fan of Cameron too much. Naomi definitely has more potential, in my opinion. So we'll probably see her with the Divas Championship in the future. Cameron, I don't know. But overall, the match, I'd give it 1 3/4 stars out of 5. 1.75 out of 5. Cameron picks up the win. Next match, WWE Tag Team Championship match. 2 out of 3 falls. The Usos defending against Rowan, Eric Rowan, my boy Eric Rowan, and Luke Harper of the Wyatt family. What happened? Luke Harper got the first fall with a big running boot to Jimmy Uso for the 1, 2, 3. Luke Harper got the first pin. Then you have Jey Uso roll Eric Rowan up for the 1, 2, 3. The Usos would get the second fall. You're knotted up 1 fall each, as you'd expect out of these 2 out of 3 falls matches. Damn good match. There was several different points throughout the match that you had 2.5 near fall after near fall after near fall, keeping you on the edge of the seat. The Usos, both of them got on the top rope. Double Samoan frog splash on top of Luke Harper. Eric Rowan had been taken out. 1, 2, 3, and the Usos retained the WWE Tag Titles. I like the Usos. Congratulations to them retaining. I like the Wyatt family more. I think it was pointless putting them in a rematch for the second time if they're going to just lose this match and not win the titles. I thought for sure the Wyatt family were going to bring home the gold, but they didn't. What are you going to do? Usos, they've had a good feud with the Wyatt family, and I think it's definitely improved their title reign. So they've had a good reign so far. So we'll see who they've got next. I doubt they'll face the Wyatt family for a 3rd time. But it'll be interesting to see where they go with this. But congrats to the Usos. Overall grade, I'd give this match 3.5 stars out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. Best match of the night, in my opinion. Next match, we had AJ Lee versus Paige. Divas Championship. AJ Lee defends versus Paige. This match could have gotten more time. I thought it could have been a little bit better, but it didn't get a whole lot of time. So, therefore, you can only do so much. AJ Lee they'd both go through their finishers, counter them. Paige would go for her finisher. She'd get countered. AJ Lee would hit the Shining Wizard on Paige for the 1, 2, 3. AJ Lee retains. And overall, just an okay Divas match. I thought it could have been a little bit better. If I had to give this match a grade, I'd give it 2 stars out of 5. 2 stars out of 5. Next match we had Rusev versus Jack Swagger, USA versus Russia. People probably had their eyes on Lana more throughout the match than Rusev himself. This match was alright. Probably the better one I've seen of Rusev. Swagger would go for the Patriot Lock numerous times. He would eventually go for the Patriot Lock on the outside. He'd lock it in. Rusev would counter. Swagger would run headfirst into the ring post. Rusev would get in the ring right before the 10 count. The ref would ring the bell, and Rusev picks up the win via countout. Rusev Siska, Rusev Saska, as his theme song says, whatever the hell that means. But overall, okay match. 2.5 stars out of 5. Entertaining for what it was worth. I didn't care a whole lot about it, but this is definitely probably the most entertaining feud Rusev's been in since he's been on the main roster. So we'll probably see this match happen again at SummerSlam, and from there, I don't know exactly what they'll have Rusev do, but he'll probably be in a more important feud. Next match we had, which was supposed to be Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. Seth Rollins was getting interviewed backstage. Dean Ambrose attacked him. Triple H would kick Dean Ambrose out of the arena for attacking Seth Rollins. Ambrose would work his way back in. Seth Rollins would come out to the ring. He would be crowned the winner of the match via forfeit. So Seth Rollins picks up the win. He's exiting the ring, going up the ramp. Dean Ambrose gets back in the arena somehow, as always. Beats the crap out of Rollins. They separate him again. Later on that night, in the parking lot, Seth Rollins is walking to his car by himself. Dean Ambrose comes out of the back of the car with a big-ass steel pole or something. He attacks Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins beats up Ambrose, gets in the car, and drives off. So this is definitely not the end of the feud. Entertaining feud so far. I can't wait to see this match at SummerSlam. It'll probably be a no DQ or something to that extent. So it should be an entertaining match. So good stuff there. Keeping the feud going, and a good feud so far. Next match we had Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt would hit his sister Abigail for a near fall. Jericho would hit a code breaker out of nowhere for the 1, 2, 3. Chris Jericho would pick up the win. This match I thought could have been better. It could have gotten a little more time. It didn't, so therefore I'll give the grade 2.75 out of 5. 2 3/4 stars out of 5. Good for Jericho picking up the win, though. He's had a history of putting over a lot of guys, so hey, good for him picking up the win. But the next match we probably will see Chris Jericho face Bray Wyatt at SummerSlam. We'll probably see this feud keep going, and I would guess Bray Wyatt would probably beat Jericho at SummerSlam. At least that's how I'd book it, but you have no idea sometimes with WWE. Next match, 20-man Battle Royal, the Intercontinental Championship. A lot of people love this match. They love the finish of this match. I mean, tons of people were so happy at who won the match. But this match, I mean, God, it was really put a damper on the night. There was basically a lot of people got eliminated by, like 3 people got eliminated by Khali. He got tossed over. Slater freaking eliminated Cesaro. I didn't even know if I was even watching WWE at that point. Then Slater eliminated Cesaro. I marked out 3MB for life. That's all I've got to say. But I mean, it was an entertaining match until the end, when the bullshit ending. But hey, the last 3 or 4 guys, I think it was Sheamus, Ziggler, Miz, and maybe one other guy, I can't remember. He got eliminated. Then it was just Sheamus and Ziggler in the ring. You think there's only 2 left. Sheamus would eventually get eliminated by Ziggler with a super kick. Miz comes out from underneath the ring because he was pushed under the bottom rope like Santino in the Royal Rumble 2011. Except this time, The Miz comes in the ring, throws Dolph Ziggler over the top rope, and wins the Intercontinental Championship after only 2 weeks of being back. Pure and utter bullshit. That's all I've got to say. Pure bullshit. BS to the max. Del Rio got eliminated by Ziggler, but Del Rio equals greatness. Kofi Kingston, R-Truth, getting buried as usual. Zack Ryder buried. Ziggler buried once again. Just when you think Ziggler finally gets that title for the first time since he won the World Heavyweight Championship at Payback 2013. Or no, when he won it the night after Mania and then lost it at Payback 2013. But he didn't win the title. Miz wins. All I gotta say is fuck that shit. The Miz, Sheamus, and then you'll find out who's champion in the main event when I review that match. But yeah, I hate Sheamus and I hate Miz. So seeing them both as champions was bad. But think about it, if Sheamus won, we would have had to unify the titles. And if you're not a Sheamus fan, having the titles unified with him holding both really blows. But hey, whatever. This match, I give it 2.5 stars out of 5, and that's being nice. Just because it's a battle royal, the in-ring quality was good. I'm not gonna let Miz winning just make me give it a star out of 5, because that'd just be a mark. But 2.5 out of 5. Next match we had was the Fatal 4-Way. Roman Reigns versus Kane versus John Cena, the champion, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and Randy Orton. This match was alright. It was better than I thought it was going to be honest. It definitely had some good points with Roman Reigns dominating, showing his power as you'd think. Reigns was going off on Cena, Kane, and Orton for like 3 minutes straight. You thought maybe for a second there was a chance because you heard, as usual, you hear a bunch of rumors going through. Maybe Cena's not booked for this show, or Cena's going to film a movie, so you thought maybe there was a chance Reigns could pull off a win, which I was hoping for. Didn't happen. Basically what happened, Orton got speared through the barricade. Cena would drop with like attitude adjustment Randy Orton on top of Kane, who was laying in the mat lifeless basically. Cena would pin Kane for the 1, 2, 3, and John Cena retains the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Listen, I could sit here and complain about it, but it's just, you really can't do much about it at the end of the night. Cena won, and that's that. Let's just keep our fingers crossed that Brock Lesnar comes tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw and saves us all from this pure and utter misery of a product right now. The in-ring quality isn't terrible. It's the people that are chanting. You got Cena, Miz, and Sheamus. No offense to those people who are fans of those 3 guys. I don't like any of them. Those are my 3 least favorite wrestlers, legit. And they're all 3 champions with different titles. So WWE right now, for me, is not the best. But overall grade, I'd give the main event 2 3/4 stars out of 5, 2.75 out of 5. Overall grade, I'd give the pay-per-view 4.75 out of 10, 4 3/4 stars out of 10, and that's being nice. You know what? Screw it. I give it 4 stars out of 10. Fuck you, WWE. 4 stars out of 10. That's what I give it. Overall grade 4 out of 10. You hear that, Miguel? 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10, baby.
4 out of 10. Too sweet. But, yeah. That was basically it. And, yeah. So, thank you for watching this video. Check out my other videos and subscribe. Let's all hope Lesnar saves us and F5 Cena through a table. Thanks for watching, everybody.